What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with my second to last team overview of the year. As we already know who I'll be doing in my last college fall team overview. That, of course, will be the team up north. Of course, I started it off with my team, and I'm going to end it with my rival. So, yeah. In this live stream, I'm going to talk about the Baylor Bears. And the Baylor Bears have been kind of that team that at times, there'll be years where they'll be kind of meh, they'll be mediocre, and then they'll come up and, they'll be amazing, and then they'll kind of go back down to mediocrity for a couple of years. But the past couple of years, they've actually been all right. So, background information, as always, they've been playing football for 114 years, since 1903. They have a record of 595, 668, and 41. And they actually have an adjusted record of 595, 660, 568, and 40. Yeah, so they lose a tie. And they have played in two conferences, the SWC and the Big 12. They have 8 conference championships to their name, 25 bowl game appearances, 13 and 12. They have appeared in the preseason AP poll 7 times, 15 times in the final AP poll, and 211 weeks total. And then they play at McLean Stadium, which holds a capacity of 45,140, and that is located in Waco, Texas. So we're going to go all the way back to when they were when they joined the Big 12, which was only since 1996. And their coach in their first year was Chuck Reedy. It was actually his last year with Baylor, as they went 4-7. They got rid of him. And this was actually 2 years after, I guess, they were the NCAA got involved with something in 1994. Let's see what happened, because something pretty interesting happened to them. Let me see if I can find it here. Okay, it doesn't say anything. Oh, here it is. Baylor. Texas Tech promised to forfeit game, but never changed official record. They promised to forfeit all their wins in 94, 95 or whatever. Never changed the official record. Wow. So I guess could you say they lied? They're like, yeah, we'll change the record. And then they never did. That's tough. But anyways, that doesn't really change much of anything. But yeah, Chuck Reedy in his final year, in their first year in the Big 12, they go 4-7. They get rid of him. They bring in Dave Roberts. They go 2-9 in both of his 2 years. In 97, 98, 99, they go 1-10. And 2000, Kevin Steele, after 99, Kevin Steele comes in. They go 1-10. Then they go 2-9 in 2000, 3-8 in 2001, 3-9 in 2002. So they continue to suck. Yeah, they can't even win more than like 5 games. And then the struggle continues with a guy Morris, who comes in 2003. They go 3-9. And then 2004, they go 3-8. In 2005, they go 5-6. 4-8 in 2006. And then 3-9 in 2007. So yeah, in Guy Morris's tenure, 3-9, 3-8, 5-6, 4-8, 3-9. Bleh. Yeah. And then they bring in some guy named Art Briles. I'm sure you guys have heard of him. His first year, they go 4-8. Actually, his first 2 years, they go 4-8. In 2008 and 2009. Then Art Briles finally gets over that hump as he wins 7 games in 2010. They go to the Texas Bowl and they lose after a 7-6 record. What do you know? They're actually they were ranked in the AP poll. The highest was 22nd. And then 10-3 out of nowhere in 2011. Now, of course, I'm sure we know why they were that good. Some dude named RG3. Name might ring a bell. Yeah. And then 8-5 in 2012. 11-2 in 2013. 11-2 in 2014. 10-3 in 2015. So yeah, Art Briles, like his tenure started off mediocre trash, and it ended pretty well. As in the bowl games, they lost the Texas Bowl in 2010, 2011, they win the Alamo Bowl, 2012, they win the Holiday Bowl, then they lose the Fiesta Bowl in 2013, in 2014, they lose the Cotton Bowl, 2015, they win the Russell Athletic Bowl, and then Art Briles is shown the door, and then Jim Grobe takes over for a year. They go 7-6, they win the Cactus Bowl. Then they bring in Matt Rule. Yeah, I believe this was when he was fresh off of Temple. And they were 1-11 in his first year. Damn, they were all the way up here. And then first year of Matt Rule, they went completely just fell apart. 1-11 in his first year. Then they recovered. They went 7-6 in his second year, won the Texas Bowl. And then this past season, they went 11-3, and they lost the Sugar Bowl. So, and then of course, Matt Rule would then go on to the NFL, to the Panthers. I know a lot of Giants fans thought he was going to go there, but no, he went to the Panthers out of nowhere. And then of course, we know the Giants hired Joe Judge. But anyways, let's take a look at their schedule from last season, as that 11-3 year. They started off with a very convincing start as they pounded Stephen F. Austin and Texas San Antonio, so two Texas small schools. They did what they should do, and that is absolutely destroy them. 56-17 against the Lumberjacks, 63-14 against the Roadrunners. Then they had a bye week. So yeah, after two beatdowns, you have a bye week. Lovely. Then you have Rice. You win 21-13. Then you run into a little bit of trouble against Iowa State. You win 23-21. Then against Kansas State, you win 31-12. You barely escape against Texas Tech, 33-30. You beat Oklahoma State, 45-27. Then you have another bye week. And then coming out of that bye week, you run into some trouble against West Virginia. You win, though, by 3. And then you go into a 3-overtime shootout thriller against TCU, and you win 29-23. Then you finally lose your first game, losing 34-31 to Oklahoma. And then you guys are going to hear that team again here in a few weeks. As you come back, you beat Texas 24-10. You smash, and I mean demolish, Kansas 61-6. Then in the Big 12 title game, you face Oklahoma again, and you lose 30-23. In fact, I think in that regular season game, didn't they blow like a 28-3 lead or something like that too? Bruh. Wow. And then you go in the All-State Sugar Bowl and you lose to Georgia. Lovely. I think there is an animal outside. That's why my dog is going nuts. Lovely. They always do this. They wait until I stream and then they start going nuts. I think there's like deer or something that always come around here. It's like a buffet outside or something. I don't know. Must be some good grass, right? So anyways, looking at the schedule for this year, by the way, they got another new coach as they'll be welcoming in Dave Aranda from LSU. So we'll see how they do him as, yeah, I'm sure they'll be just fine, but who knows? Their season will start off against Lane Kiffin's Ole Miss Rebels. At least that's what they're called for right now, although with the way things are going in the world. Would not surprise me if at some point in the near future they change their name. People get offended by Indians. I'm sure people get offended by rebels, right? I don't know. Not going to get into that. So, anyways, yeah, they face Ole Miss in their first game on Sunday, September 6th. Interesting. So that'll be an interesting game at Energy Stadium in Houston. So technically, it is at a neutral site. Then they get Kansas and Les Miles at home in McLean, and that should be a win. And then they face Incarnate Word. That's an easy W if I've ever seen one. Then you have Louisiana Tech, and then you face Oklahoma. In Norman. Then you have a bye week. Then you have Texas Tech, and on the road you host TCU. You go to Texas. You host Oklahoma and Iowa State. No, I'm sorry. You host Oklahoma. You go to Iowa State. Then you go to West Virginia, and then you will be hosting Kansas State, and then that'll be the end of the year, end of the season, unless bowl game, whatever. So yeah, that's their schedule for this year. Now let's take a look at non-con games for the next 5 years. As in 21, they will have Texas State and Texas Southern, as well as BYU. 2022 will be Louisiana Tech, BYU, and Texas State. 23 will be Texas State, Utah, and Louisiana State, or Louisiana Tech. I almost said Louisiana State. No, they're not playing the Tigers. No. No. 24 will be Utah. That's the only confirmed non-con game at the moment. And then 2025, they will have Auburn. Ooh, Auburn. That should be a good one. Now, they only have a couple other years, so let's look. Because 2026, they have Auburn again, so a nice little home and home with them. 27, they will have Oregon. Ooh. 28, I'm going to guess this is probably Oregon. Yep, and North Texas. And then finally in 2029, North Texas. Okay, so that is all their non-con games for the upcoming, decade. Let's see what the chat's saying. Oh, wow, the chat's going crazy today. So I'll change my name back to, okay, got a haircut. Nice, good to know. People think Pat's going to the Super Bowl now. Cam might play 10 games. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty crazy. In case you didn't hear, Cam Newton went to the Patriots. Me and Crazy think you hid the account. Oh, wow. He says, sports expert says, killer shot hit him back in like freaking January Vikings-Niners divisional round game stream. Damn, I remember that stream. That stream was crazy. It was in the first like 10, 20 minutes of that stream. You'll have to scroll to the 5 months ago. What's up, Brett? But yeah, figured I'd keep this one a little shorter, But yeah, figured I'd wrap up the non-Team Up North stream things with the last one before I do the Team Up North with Baylor. I think they're bringing in a new coach and everything. Should be a good team. We'll see what happens, though. But, yeah, keep this one probably about 15 minutes long. So that's essentially going to wrap it up for this one. And I'll see you guys probably. I might do a stream tomorrow talking about the Indians because they announced their 60-man squad, essentially. You have the 40-man, the main squad. Then you have a 20-man or so, I think it's 20-man taxi squad. Well, we have 15 on that squad right now. So it makes you wonder, are the Indians going to make any, signings? they did leave some guys off that squad, though. Bobby Bradley and a few others. So we'll see what the Indians got up their sleeves when it comes to filling out this roster. I mean, it does give them some flexibility to sign some guys if they needed. But, yeah, we'll see what comes down, as teams will be reporting to their camps within the next couple of days. So that'll be fun. Can't wait for that. But that is going to wrap it up for this live stream, guys. I really appreciated the people coming in here to chit chat, whatever. But yeah, I'll be live probably tomorrow to talk about the Indians. But until then, I'm Crazy Dog 99, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. And by the way, Killer Shot says it wasn't him. Whatever. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for my next stream. So till then, I'm Crazy Dog 99, and I'm out.